Hello and welcome to Talking Tech and Trash with Gino and Toby, the podcast where we talk tech and trash. I'm Gino.
And I'm Toby.
And today, and what we're watching together, we're here at a new location. The last location was just not good looking. And we need all the help we can get. So we're like, wait a second. We have this beautiful exposed brick fireplace, real fireplace, with real
fire.
Real fire. So here we are in our living room. And we're here today, Toby, to discuss which series of movies which are celebrating their 20th anniversary, 25th?
No.
20th.
Yes.
20th anniversary.
Is that a hint? Did you get it? We're talking about Harry Potter.
Yay.
Yay. I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan of Harry Potter? She is a fan of Harry Potter.
Kidding.
Toby, why don't you show them your collection of stuff?
Okay, so I don't have the books right here with me.
They're in a box.
They're in a box.
They got their own box when we moved out.
They did. It says Harry Potter books. And I have this. So Gino got me, it was like the Christmas of great gifts. I don't remember what else you got me besides this.
That was when I still cared in the relationship. I was still trying to impress.
Still trying to impress me. Yeah. So he got me.
It was like the first year.
A 6-pound tub of Nutella that I ate too fast.
Yes.
Because I eat it with a knife, just like out.
She ate it in like 2 weeks. It was like the industrials one for restaurants. She ate it in 2 weeks.
2 weeks is 2 months. I mean, like, coming into life here. And then he got me this blanket, this Harry Potter throw. That now sits on one of our chairs.
Your microphone is nowhere near you.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that was part of it. Is that better?
It's better.
Sorry, everybody.
Professionals.
I was just too excited.
There we go. That you sound good.
I just wanted to start.
We're like, have to like get in and like move all over stuff. A little behind the scenes action.
Ooh. So he got me this great blanket. And then I have all the books, even of The Cursed Child, which I bought on my Kindle, and then my dad got me the paper copy. So now I have.
Oh, you have both supporting.
And then
supporting J.K. Rowling. Ooh.
Well,
sorry. Ooh.
Sorry.
We're talking about the movies, right?
Yeah. And then I went to Salem, like I don't know, when I lived in Boston. Because I've never been to Universal Harry Potter Studios. And when I was in Salem, I got myself a wand.
Ooh.
So obviously we can't do
Is it an official Harry Potter wand or just like a generic Salem wand?
From
Wingets?
No.
I
actually don't remember how to pronounce it. From Ollivanders it should be, but it's not
whatever.
Ollivanders.
It says Salem, Massachusetts on it.
Well, that's where I bought it. So let's not put it by the fire.
Oops.
So here is the one that chose me.
Oh my God, it chose you.
It chose me.
It's not the Elder Wand because you're not cool enough.
Have literally no idea what it's made of or what's in it.
I can tell you what it's made of.
You can't.
I can.
He can't. He doesn't even know.
Dragons.
Just dragons.
Dragons. Feather.
Dragon heartstring.
Dragon heartstring. Maple.
Okay.
It does feel cool flicking this thing around.
Yes.
Like if you can pretend it's magic.
I'm leading this one today, so
Sorry.
I get the wand. Wingardium Leviosa.
Well, okay, I'm cutting that out.
Wait. Wingardium Leviosa. Ooh. We did it. I'm a wizard. I'm a witch. Okay. So
I guess I should give a little bit of my backstory about Harry Potter.
His isn't important.
Mine's not so important. So I read the first 4 books, and I was reading the 4th book when the 7th book came out, when Deathly Hallows came out. So everything got spoiled for me. Like everything. So like I stopped reading the books, and then my brain forgot how to read, so I never went back. I actually did try to read the 5th book a couple of times. At least a few times I started because I tried to read it after I was done with the 4th book, and I didn't like the 5th book. I tried to read it again when I think you moved in. Mm-hmm. I didn't like it. The 5th book is long, man. It just takes so long to get going. So finally, we tried watching the movies. I was like, let's just start from where I left off in the books. Mm. That didn't work. I don't know why we started doing this. Probably just because HBO Max has them all. They're all on HBO Max now. And I think we saw the 20th anniversary. And I was like, I don't want to watch 20th anniversary.
Right. So we didn't watch. We like started the 20th anniversary, but I don't think it meant.
Yeah.
So I've read the series twice already. I've seen the movies. The third movie I have on DVD, and I watched it until it started skipping.
It's a lot of times.
It's a lot of times. And Gino, I remember when we tried watching it, and I was like excited and then sad because we got like halfway through the Half-Blood Prince, and you totally lost
interest. I was like,
interest.
this is dumb. But then this time we started from the first movie and
Yeah.
just watched them all in a marathon over like 2 weeks. And so Toby
Here we
has some questions.
I do. I have some questions.
Did you actually write them down on your iPad? Or
No, I took a picture of it from my notebook.
You took a picture of it? Toby uses a notebook.
Please.
Can you use your that as a stylus?
I don't know. I don't care.
Okay.
Boop.
Thank you.
Okay. So, we're going to do this in a series of like questions to help talk about Harry Potter because there are so many videos of like some whatever review
There's like probably 60 billion videos people
recaps
online,
and
dressed as wizards.
And if you guys have listened to the podcast for a little bit now, you know I hate recaps. I hate
we
them.
can't recap this one. Sorry, everybody.
Exactly. We can't. Gino, as much as
I can try.
As much as he loves recaps, we're not recapping.
Can you give me
each movie.
15 seconds to try?
I won't.
15 seconds.
Ugh.
Okay. A boy, his parents are wizards. They die from a evil wizard, and then he goes to school, and eventually he defeats the evil wizard.
I don't even know if that was in 15 seconds.
That's 15 seconds.
You don't know that.
It was a good recap.
It was a pretty good recap. Okay, so with the 8 movies fresh in your mind, right? Which was your favorite? Or you can rank top 2, 3.
I think my favorite movie is the first one. I know that's like a not popular choice. Is that I don't know. I don't know the consensus of Harry Potter.
I don't actually know.
I think the first one is the one that feels the most magical. The one that feels the most like, you
get like goosebumps.
like everything is new and like everything is cool. I think for child actors, they're pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I like the first. It starts getting like dour as the time goes on. I think my favorite 2 movies are the first 2,
And they're both
which are both
directed
Chris
by
Columbus,
the
same director.
Chris Columbus. I would have to. So my question is, how do they? I guess to be your favorite, right? You said they're the most magical. I also feel like they're. I mean, it's the theme. They're lighter.
Yeah, lighter theme, more magic.
Right. They
Like all the popular stuff that's in like popular culture for Harry Potter, like a lot of that comes from like the first movie. Like think about all the stuff that's in popular culture, like the Bernie Bott's jelly beans. That's from the first movie. The push cart in the middle of the train station.
Yeah, but they do that in.
But that's from the first movie. That's all the magically stuff.
I mean, it's in a.
But it's from the thing.
Every time I have to
You know
go
what
to
I mean?
9 3/4.
Like no one in popular culture is talking about Horcruxes. Spoiler
I guess.
alert.
Spoiler. If you've never seen Harry Potter.
Like there's no Horcrux ride at Harry Potter Land.
No, and
But there's a motorcycle
roller
Hagrid
coaster?
roller coaster, yeah.
Oh, fun.
And that's from the first movie.
Also the set.
But it starts in the first one.
I know. I'm just being annoying.
/ book.
Right.
So I think those ones are the most like kids movies. When people say like Harry Potter's are Christmas movies, like maybe the first one.
Every time there's a Christmas
Yeah.
scene.
Right, but like not every movie even has a Christmas scene.
No, they don't.
So like those ones are, and like okay, the Dumbledore. I don't know what happened to the Dumbledore. I'm assuming he died in the middle of filming these movies. The guy who played Dumbledore.
Maybe in the middle of the third one. He might have died during filming of the third one.
And they
I don't
replaced
know.
him.
Yeah.
The Dumbledore for the first 2 movies, I think, is a better Dumbledore.
He is.
He's a more whimsical, more magical Dumbledore.
And he's like lighter. Like I'm rereading the first book. This has started something. If you want to watch my journey, follow me. Either Don't Spill Anything on Instagram or Talking Tech and Trash all day too.
No, her best Instagram is Millie Lays on Things.
Millie Lays
That's
on
the best
Things.
Instagram.
Yes, obviously.
It's our cat laying on various objects.
It's exciting. It's good stuff.
I hope she comes down, right?
She was down here before, and then you got up and scared her. But so, like, that's the Dumbledore that I hear. I don't hear this new one. I hear the old one that goes, "Oh, Harry."
So I think personally, my favorite movie is the first one. The third one, I guess it would be in third place, but that's not because I like the third movie as much as I like the third book. Mm-hmm. Which is the one with the time travel? Is it the second movie? Oh, maybe I do.
No, sorry, third one with the Time Turner.
Third one with Time Turner. I don't like it as much as the third book. The third book is great.
So good.
And then I guess after that, my favorite movie after that, which is ironic, would be the fifth one.
The book you couldn't get through.
The book I couldn't get through.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, I'm thinking of the
Order
third
of the
one.
Phoenix? You mean Goblet of Fire?
I'm thinking of the third one. Sorry, I still
You're
keep
thinking
thinking of the
Prisoner
third
of
one.
Azkaban.
Prisoner of Azkaban. I think my favorite scene in the whole series is in the third movie, where you have Sirius Black, Lupin.
Oh, they're all in the
and
house
Snape
in the shrieking shack.
screaming at each other.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite scene.
So good.
I think my least favorite movie is.
I know what you're gonna say.
What am I gonna say?
Maybe
Was that even a question yet? Am I skipping questions?
No,
Is there a
I don't
least
even think
favorite
that
movie?
was a question. But you can
So
make
my
one.
least favorite movie is Deathly Hallows Part 1.
I knew you were gonna say it.
Come
I win.
on. Like, I don't want to watch them camping for 40 minutes.
Okay, also-
2 hours of camping.
I gotta take my headband off.
There's that really awkward dance scene that comes out of nowhere where they're listening to Muggle music.
Okay.
Like, I get your Muggles, you were raised Muggles, but like, why are you listening? Why are British kids born in the 80s listening to some random...
I have to defend this movie. I have to. Because it is so true to the book. Don't interrupt me. It is, I knew it. Knew several
Give me the
things.
wand.
No.
Spelliarmus.
It is so true to the book. You have to see the first half of the book is literally them searching for this Horcrux, struggling, getting mad at each other. Like I feel like they don't even really give Ron enough reason to leave.
But yeah, right, he just randomly leaves for no reason.
But the book is so big.
And then he comes back like a scene later.
No, it's like a decent amount of time.
He leaves, they dance awkwardly.
Yeah, but I
And he comes back.
thought about it. Sorry, everybody. He like
Gotta fix your hair.
I do. It's like weird. They give him enough time. They do. And that, because I was wondering that too, and I paid attention to it this time. But it was just, no, you're wrong because you didn't read that book.
I did not read that book.
So you don't know.
I'm sorry, yes. But that's my least favorite movie.
Right.
But Deathly Hallows Part 2 is not, it's probably my second least favorite movie, but at least that has a little more action in it.
Oh, the last 100 pages of that book. So I read the 7th book.
This person died, then this person died, then that person
It was
died.
awful. The last 100 pages is just the battle at Hogwarts, right? Like that's
Yeah.
what it is. And it moves so quickly. I literally read the 7th book in a weekend. I'm not a fast reader. And I could not put it down.
Pretty kitty. I want to pet the... That's Toby reading.
I'm Oscar from Hey Arnold, a million %. And it's just so good. I can't wait to reread it though to see, because I know that they changed what happened with Neville. Like the way Neville kills Nagini. I don't even remember if he does in the book. I don't.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Right, you don't know because you didn't read the book.
I never read the book.
So I cannot.
I'm not going to.
I'm like so excited, but I have to get through the first book in order to like push myself there. And the first book, I'm getting like 4 pages, then I'm falling asleep. Sorry.
So now, what is your favorite movie? Not book, favorite movie.
No, I know.
'Cause we're talking about the movies.
This is tough because as much as I love the third movie and I did as a kid, rewatching it, it has like a lot of fluff. I felt like the fat lady in the picture like was so dramatic and so annoying.
That was like 10 seconds. You're like, they make this such a much bigger deal in this movie, and it's like 10 seconds.
But they add the humor in there. It doesn't need to be funny.
It's a different director.
It's a different director. I felt like that he added so much unnecessary. It wasn't even humorous to me. It was just annoying. So I didn't like that. I wanted it to be serious. I wanted more. Gosh, there's so much good backstory in the third book. That's just you don't really get to know who is Prongs. Why is this person important? Mooney, Wormtail, Prongs,
Lupin.
Like none of it.
I'll also say that watching them back to back, the transition between the second movie and the third movie is super jarring because they totally changed the location of a bunch of different things.
Like Hagrid's house.
Like the Hagrid's house is in a totally different place. Like the forest looks different.
Hogwarts was on an island, is no longer.
Yeah, they
where
like
did
take
the kids
boats
come in?
to go to Hogwarts. Now they're taking carriages. Yeah, like a ton of it. The Whomping Willow in the second movie was like in a courtyard.
Yeah,
now it's just like outside the castle. It's like all weird. It's like it's not like you just filmed the second one.
Right.
Use the same sets. It's the same place.
Right. Like that was a lot of freedom that they gave the director. So that was weird. Let's see. My favorite movie, I think it ended up being the fourth one. I loved Goblet of Fire. And I think I had the most fun watching it. It was like the one where all of these things were coming back to me from reading the book, and that's a big book. So like you kept saying, I feel like you were saying like how like what's happening here, and I was like, there's just so much that they can't fit in this book.
I read Goblet of Fire, but I read it like I don't know, 15 years ago.
Right. So like, how do you remember?
Yeah.
But like all of the Moody. I feel like I had such a connection with Moody.
Mad Eye Moody.
Yeah, and you don't even realize that he's not the person he says he is.
Right. So that's like a little weird.
Right, but you have to read the books in order to know that. But they do like a decent job. They like show David Tennant, Barty Crouch Jr. kind of like right in the beginning. He's like trying to get into Hogwarts. You see him. There's like a person
He's like licking.
Oh yeah, like, and that's how Barty Crouch knew it was his son. So I thought they did a good job with that. I loved all of the challenges. I love Ron getting mad at Harry and Hermione. Ugh.
Ron's best moment is in the first movie.
He's so good.
When he's like, I know how to play chess, and like he has this little moment.
Yeah.
He literally does nothing for the rest of the show. The rest of the series, Ron is a useless character.
He's not.
I stand by it. What does he do?
He literally destroys a Horcrux.
Anyone could have destroyed that Horcrux. Hermione could have done it by herself, or with any other. Neville is the Krillin of the.
For all you Dragon Ball.
All you Dragon Ball fans, Neville is Krillin. Except in this one, Neville actually gets the. He gets the kill. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does. He
gets the kill. The way they make it seem in the movie is that Neville cuts off the head of Nagini, and then Harry Potter is able to win, and he dies.
But that's yes.
I'm giving it to Neville.
Sure. And
Neville.
I can't wait till I get to that book.
Neville's like, for all my Dragon Ball fans, when Gohan and Cell are shooting the beams at each other, and Gohan's about to lose, and then Vegeta comes and hits Cell, and Cell's like, oh, and then Gohan's like, Neville is Vegeta.
Great.
Harry Potter is Gohan.
And you guys know I definitely watched this. No memory.
Cell is Voldemort.
Okay. For everyone that turned off, you can skip ahead 15 seconds.
We got to do one of these about Dragon Ball. Oh my god.
I don't remember anything.
This would be Toby.
Yeah, it'd be like, I can't remember.
What? Who? Krillin?
Okay. Great. So I think I don't even have to rate them. My second favorite is still the third movie.
The third book's really good.
It's so good. And then I don't know. I love everything. I love all things. I'm a big, this like reignited a flame that I had. Like if people were going to theme me a party 10 years ago, it would either be a Friends themed party or a Harry Potter themed party.
Were you raised in the 90s? I can't tell by your tastes.
Oh man, Nickelodeon's up there too.
Rugrats.
That was a big one. That was like my first Nickelodeon show.
That was like the first big Nickelodeon show.
Okay, good to know. Anyway, next question is, who is your favorite character?
Like secondary character is either Lupin or Sirius Black.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. Of the three main characters,
sure,
it's Hermione. Harry sucks. Ron sucks even harder.
I feel
Hermione is like, when I read the first 4 books, maybe I'm interpreting this wrong, but it's very clear that like Hermione is the only competent one, and they would have died several times without her. So she's my favorite character. Yeah.
That's fair. I also felt the way you're saying that, right? In the 7th movie, right, in the first one, she has her like bag packed for weeks, ready to take off with everybody. Those boys would have been dead. I would
have liked for her to have a bigger moment in the final battle of Hogwarts. I feel like she punked out the Battle of Hogwarts.
I mean, punked out. She was going after a Horcrux.
But she didn't do anything. She kind of just like ran and like lost.
Yeah, because they got rid of the thing that kills Horcruxes.
I
They
know,
lost the
but
fang. They were out of luck.
Just grab. I mean, there's like a million fangs. Grab like a bunch of fangs.
Yeah, I don't know why Ron
They just
only
grabbed one
one.
fang. There's another Horcrux. Go grab a bunch of fangs.
Yeah, why didn't they do that?
They should have sent a bunch of people down there.
Well, if anything, Ron just should have
Everyone
just like...
go grab fangs. Yeah, grab a bunch of fangs. So I feel like she got punked out a little bit in the final battle. It would have been nice for her to have her little moment. I don't think she had her little moment. I don't know if it's different in the books, but in the movie, she doesn't really have a moment aside from her like losing and like cowering in the corner with Ron as the real hero Neville shows up. Whoosh,
So
cuts the head off the snake. Mm-hmm. So that's what I would like as a Hermione fan. I would have liked that because it seems like she didn't really have.
When I reread the books, I will report.
Like her just like messing someone up. Like that's what I wanted to see. Like she's so smart. She knows some crazy spell that no one can do, and she just like messes someone up. Like Helena Bonham Carter, or like I don't know, just someone.
Wanted to see, yeah.
I just want to see her mess someone up.
Too bad.
And she didn't get her moment.
She didn't get that moment.
Like Ron should have killed the snake, maybe with Neville.
I really don't remember.
Hermione should have gone after like second in command.
Yeah,
Voldemort's second in command.
I don't think Neville kills the snake. I could look it up.
In the book?
Yeah.
Don't look it up.
I'm gonna wait till
We're gonna have to do another one of these, but in just the books. And instead of what we're watching together, it's what did Toby do by herself? And I just do this.
What did Gino not even dream of doing?
I didn't do it. Yeah, no, right. Reading is hard, everybody. Okay.
Gino, so I have a library of books. Gino has 3.
Smart.
It's good reading.
Smart guy.
Thought dating me would make you read more, but
no,
not
that was
a
never
chance.
the intention.
No, if my intention was to change you, I failed.
So I imagine that your answer to this question is pretty much the same as mine.
Very similar. So Lupin is my favorite.
Yeah, Lupin in the books is favorite.
Favorite. Easy, hands down. I also love the actor that plays him in the movies. And I didn't realize how much I loved him until that last scene in the last movie where Harry has the resurrection stone, resurrects all these people, cried at Lupin. I was like...
Oh, yeah, didn't Lupin die off screen?
Yeah. They couldn't kill all these people.
Come on.
Yeah, but
he's like an important... give him his moment.
Yeah, but Gino, I don't remember if we saw in the
book.
I don't listen.
If we didn't see him die in the books, and I'm also criticizing J.K. Rowling.
That's fine, but I'm like trying to think. For that last battle, I don't remember what details were in there. I just remember you just had like bodies dropping.
Yeah, I can see how that works.
It's too much.
I want to see them like.
But I mean, like, but what are you gonna see? Avada Kedavra, and
I
then
guess
done.
that's the thing.
It's not
like,
exciting.
Eventually, and that's a criticism you can give of all these movies, is that if they instead of using like cool, interesting spells to fight.
Molly Weasley did a good job killing Bellatrix. She didn't Avada Kedavra.
No, she like
froze her and then
poofed her. Yeah. She did her the Thanos thing.
Yeah, actually,
yeah.
two people
Why did
got
she
sniped.
kill Bellatrix Lestrange? Hermione should have killed Bellatrix Lestrange.
Neville should have killed her.
Anyone else?
I don't remember in
Ron's
the books.
mom doesn't do anything, and all of a sudden she's like this crazy powerful wizard who kills.
She's part of the Order of the Phoenix.
I know, but like, come on.
I'm just saying.
Why would you set up all these characters and then not give them like a big moment in the final?
Neville literally.
Marvel figured this out. Everyone in the Endgame battle has their moment.
I don't know.
Everyone. Spider-Man's.
Mm-hmm. Wanda.
Oh my God, Wanda's the biggest moment.
Wanda's moment.
Oh my God, if Wanda was in this battle, Voldemort would have been like. She would have picked him up like this every freaking Horcrux
like
and would just
spinning him.
Yeah, and then she would have put him down. He would be dead.
It's so good.
Yeah, but like, and I guess like I don't know, who am I to criticize? I can't write, but
it's true.
Anyway.
And actually, I'm seeing. I don't know. You thought we'd maybe do a little more research on like the thought process.
Professionals, everybody.
But reading the book, I'm seeing like Easter eggs for information to come. Like literally within the first 100 pages, Hagrid already.
Horcruxes.
No, Hagrid already says I was expelled my third year at Hogwarts.
Yeah, she's setting those little things.
She's setting things up. So that's exciting to read back and be like, oh, okay, so you already talked about it.
Talking about the movies though.
Sorry, I know, right? Listen.
Yeah, I think I don't remember liking Sirius Black that much in the books, but I think I love Gary Oldman, so Sirius Black is my favorite character because I love Gary Oldman.
Yes.
Gary Oldman's great.
I remember when I was a kid, and I already told you the story, but I'm going to tell you guys.
You don't know.
So it took me a little while to read the books. Like my grandma literally gave me the first book. She wrote like a nice little note in there.
Read this book.
Yeah, like, I hope it brings, like, whatever. Sends you on
Magic to your life.
Exactly, something like that. And I said, no, Grandma, I'm not reading this
God, you're
stupid
so
book.
mean.
She literally made me, we used to go to dinner there every week. She made me sit and read.
Read this.
And I was like, I don't like it. And I was a reader as a kid. Like, I did read. And so I was a couple books behind everybody else when I was a kid. And I remember one girl was, like, ruining the third book. And she kept saying, I'm serious. Like, something about something.
God.
She kept saying, I'm serious. And me, the little
Why
dummy.
so serious? You're like, that's not a reference until 2008.
Well, right. I was like, I don't get it. Because I used to say his name as Cyrus. So saying serious had literally no meaning to me. I probably did too. People didn't know how to. I remember my aunt used to pronounce Hermione as Hermy 1. Like,
Hermy 1?
Because we don't know how to pronounce. How would you pronounce
Isn't Hermione a regular name?
In America, no.
Oh, Hermy.
Like, just like very, like the people that read the books at first were like, I don't know how to say these things.
Harai Pooter? What? Yeah, I can see the spells pronouncing those wrongs.
No, it was Hermy 1.
Wrong,
right? No.
Hermy 1. That's
or
a new
something
one.
Different. And Karen, my uncle, they listen sometimes. If you're listening, how did you pronounce Hermione? Because it was wrong. Yeah, no, hilarious. But because we don't have that name.
I feel like I heard that name from other things.
You've literally never heard that name before in your life. Not a chance. When you were a kid, no. Anyway, and then favorite character out of the three of them. I always have a soft spot for Ron. Like, sorry. And then Hermione was great. But I like all three of them. You had a big issue with Harry because you were...
He sucks.
I don't care. I didn't care about that. I liked him.
Harry's such a whiny baby. Like, he's not... And I don't know if that's the point. Like, he's not like a good hero.
Right, but he's not. He's a kid. He's not supposed to be a hero.
Yeah. He's just like, man.
Okay, so who's your least favorite character?
Can I say Harry?
I guess.
Probably Ron. Ron sucks.
Poor Ron.
Ron's just like, why are you there? You peaked in the first movie.
He has to be there.
He's weird looking.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, he looked real rough in that. They made him look
His
real rough.
hair is always weird in like the movies.
In red? What do you mean?
No,
weird?
like the length of it changes a lot. Yeah, no, he sucks.
I'm pretty sure that follows the books too. They look like weird hair.
Yeah, so I think my least favorite character, who I think is kind of pointless to the whole thing, is Ron. You could have got it. You could have got rid of Ron. Yikes. Just no Ron.
Just no Ron.
Yeah.
My turn. Who's my least favorite character?
Oh, I mean, like, but then there's also what's her face, but you're supposed to not like her.
Bellatrix.
No, she's cool. No, the school lady.
Oh,
the pink lady.
Gosh.
Also, I forgot to mention my favorite character is Snape.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm thinking that. Snape is my favorite character.
Snape's the best one.
Snape's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Snape's great.
Alan Rickman's awesome. Snape is awesome. I love Snape so much more in the movies than I do in the books because Alan Rickman. So I'm going to take back everything I said before. My favorite character is Snape. Period. He's the funniest one. We laughed at Snape so many times. Every time we smacked him in the back of the head or like hit him with a book or like just mushed his face down into the table.
You guys, pause. I remember which movies it was in. It must have been like the third, fourth, or fifth one. Third and fourth ones, definitely, probably fifth one too. Yeah, he's just like constantly behind them, just like whacking them in the back of the head. Oh my god. And he does it so funny.
Snape is, Alan Rickman, Snape.
Such a good job.
He always seems like he is like several steps ahead of everybody else.
Which he has to be.
Which he has to be because he's Snape. Mm-hmm. Killed Dumbledore. Snape kills Dumbledore. That was a big spoiler. Snape killed Dumbledore.
That was a big spoiler.
That was like, I remember one of like the first like viral internet videos I ever saw was when I think it was the 6th book came out. Like people were waiting online for the 6th book, and whoever was like first in line, like opened it up to like one of the pages where he's like Snape kills Dumbledore, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, why would you say that?" Hilarious. I hate spoilers. I hate spoilers.
Gino hates them. I used to wait online. There was one.
You wait online for Harry Potter book?
At least once. My parents were not pleased. I used to ask my mom, and she'd be like, "Like I have a job."
I waited online for Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and I almost got into a fight. So I don't know. It wasn't my fault. The other guy started it.
Because it was the name of the game, so you're like, we got it!
We got to brawl. We got to smash.
Yeah!
No, I was too close to him, apparently, so he said, turn around, leave me alone.
He should have said, COVID, 6 feet!
This is like
I know.
2008. This is...
I
COVID
remember,
wasn't even... It was SARS, regular SARS.
So and then the problem was my mom worked on Saturdays, which is why if I went on a Friday night, which didn't affect me, it affected her schedule. I don't know why my dad didn't take me.
But you couldn't just like wait the next day to get the book?
Well, then one day my mom got real mad. We were like waiting late and the line was taking a long time. She goes, we're leaving. So my dad just got it for me the next day.
Yeah,
Like, Toby, you don't need to read it Friday night. I did though. Mom.
She
Ruined my life.
Ruined it.
Okay. Snape
So
is
yeah,
a great
Snape
character.
is my favorite character. I apologize to Snape for forgetting.
You should.
Snape's my favorite character. Period. End of sentence. It's Snape.
Okay. And then you didn't like, which nobody's supposed to.
Yeah, you're not supposed to like
I forgot her
the
name.
pink lady. Madam.
Forgot her name.
Madam, I forgot her name. She is just like horrible, miserable, everything you hate about school lady. And she sucks. So, but you're not supposed to like her. So that's the
Umbridge.
point.
Dolores Umbridge.
Dolores Umbridge. So like Ron is my least favorite character that you're supposed to like. Mm-hmm. She's my least favorite character that you're not supposed to like.
Right.
And surprisingly, I don't think they did a good enough job making Snape a bad guy. Not Snape, sorry, Voldemort. I need to see him do more evil stuff.
I mean, he like killed a bunch of people.
Not on screen.
No, but I
The
feel
weird
like,
mousy guy killed Batman. What's his name? Edward Cullen.
I'm pretty sure
Cedric Diggory.
Cedric Diggory. I need to. I feel like in the books,
He just dies instantly, right? He just shows up and he's dead.
book, right? So in the movie, he like walks around a little bit and explores. In the books, they show up and it's just poof of green light gone.
Yeah, which makes sense. It's like, oh, you want to kill Harry Potter? Or did they want to kill Harry Potter?
They didn't want to kill Harry. They needed his blood, so they killed the extra. But it was just like it was like DOA.
Yeah.
Dead on arrival. Like he's here extra.
So, yeah, I think they could have set up Snape a little. Not Snape. I keep saying Snape.
Voldemort.
Because Voldemort is a snake, and I keep wanting to say snake.
I see.
Voldemort could have been set up to be more evil.
I think the problem,
Like show him choking a guy, or like
Star Wars style.
yeah, like Darth Vader. You
Yeah.
pretty much get he's evil. He chokes a guy, he throws him, blows a planet up. You know, to like set him up to be evil. But I did
Right.
like Voldemort. Voldemort
He did
was chill.
yeah, that guy
I
did a
actually
good
could have used a
job.
little more Voldemort.
I think we could have used a little bit more too. He has so much backstory, and we
I don't care
didn't
about his
get
backstory.
any of it.
See, I don't care about backstory. I just want to know your motivations.
You can't do that without a
You
backstory.
can,
You
and I
literally
feel like
get
they didn't set it
Thanos'
up.
backstory. That's
No, you
part
don't
of his
get
character.
you get that for like 2 seconds.
Doesn't matter. Give
I'm
him
from
2
Titan.
seconds.
Yeah. So
Because that ring, the first Horcrux,
Yeah.
or not first, whatever, the one that Dumbledore is like significant in his life. It's his family ring.
sure,
But we don't
that's
know anything
cool.
about it.
But I think they could have done a better job setting up his motivation. Like, why is
Power.
he want to do? Like, that's like a weak.
It's just power. I think because you don't get his backstory.
Like,
so
is
you
he a
don't know.
racist?
No, I mean, probably, but you don't get to know because you don't know his backstory.
what's his backstory?
I
Tell
don't
me.
remember.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember.
So like, he's an orphan kid.
Something, yes, and like his mom, I don't remember. I really wish I did. I need to get to the 6th book and like read more. Because that's the one, I think, where you find out a lot of, because Dumbledore needs Harry to know about Voldemort so he can like find the Horcruxes. So like, like Hogwarts was really important to Voldemort, which is why a bunch of the Horcruxes are the house, like jewels or whatever. Like you have one from Slytherin. I think that's the ring, actually.
Yes.
Or there's something
One
from
from
Slytherin.
Ravenclaw.
One from Ravenclaw. One from Hufflepuff. Don't remember what was from Gryffindor, if anything. But
Harry's from Gryffindor.
right, no, that's not why he was a Horcrux. But so that's just like the things that I love that we didn't get. But,
Yeah, I could have used more Voldemort.
yeah, that would have been good.
Like, he had that one speech at the end, and then he made fun of Neville. And then Neville's like, whatever.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to kill your snake.
Could have been better. I guess anyone will do.
Yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff. Okay.
Sorry, so your least favorite character?
Oh, I don't know if I have one. If we're being
Come
honest,
on. You like the school lady?
you're not supposed to. I like her as an actor.
All
I
right,
think she does a
least
good
favorite
job.
character you're supposed to like? It's Ron. It's definitely Ron. No?
You're gonna agree with me,
Who?
Ginny.
Oh, Ginny sucks. Yeah, the whole Weasleys. I'm really honest. I don't like any of the Weasleys.
What?
The twins kind of bother me.
Arthur?
Nah, the Dad Weasley's cool. The
That's
Dad Weasley's
Arthur.
cool.
I'm sorry I'm yelling.
Dad Weasley's cool.
Yeah.
The rest of the Weasleys, nah.
You like them more in the book. Also, you get to meet the other, like, brothers. Like, we never, like, you get to meet Bill marries LaFleur. You don't even get to see Charlie, I don't think. Percy ends up being a bad guy.
There's too many Weasleys.
Yeah,
the Weasleys, Arthur, he's a...
Arthur
relax.
and Molly, they're busy bees.
Relax.
They live in a burrow. They're gonna have a brood.
A brood. Relax.
Yeah. So good. So good. Anyway, yeah, Ginny, there was no chemistry with her and Harry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Yeah.
That was rough to watch.
As I think, Harry should have married Hermione.
Gosh, they had
so much better chemistry than Ron and Hermione.
Such better chemistry. Like, even in the scenes where all three of them were supposed to be, like, close, she was still closest to Harry.
Yeah, like, nah.
Yeah, I don't buy it either. I'll have to reread the books to see if they set it up better. But sorry, Gin.
Yeah, Ginny's lame.
Sorry, Bonnie.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite twist or like information you learned?
Like that when the rock was thrown through the window in Hagrid's hut.
In the third one?
It was like Hermione throwing the rock at herself, and I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
like the Notebook was freaking Voldemort the whole time in the second movie. You're like, oh, I thought we killed Voldemort. And it's, no, I'm a Notebook.
Oh, and
the Notebook.
And okay, so I have a bone to pick with that because literally Harry Ginny's been writing in it for months now, right? Harry opens it once. Harry writes in it, I'm Harry. And it's like, hello, Harry. I'm Tom. Harry's like, do you know about the Chamber of Secrets? And like, in the book, Harry spends weeks with it, talking to it.
You don't have time for that in a movie. You got 2 hours.
I know, but that was mostly me telling you that. You're like, wow, and it just upset.
Do you know about the Chamber? Tell me everything you know.
Right? It's just like, why would this scary book with talking to you from nowhere
Because there's a lot. Let's go. Hurry up. You got 2 hours. Book.
So I'm excited to like reread the second book and see that progression.
You should have a wand every episode, by the way. You should have a wand.
I know, so much energy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
your favorite twist.
My favorite twist. I mean, obviously,
Snape kills Dumbledore?
No. My favorite twist that I forgot every time I watch it and I read, when in the first movie of the last book.
First movie of the last book.
Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Yes.
They are looking for the Sword of Gryffindor. They're like wandering the forest, whatever, and Harry sees a doe.
A deer?
No. A doe. Expecto Patronus. Okay? And the doe leads him to the frozen lake with the Sword of Gryffindor in it. That's when he knows where it is, right? And I knew he finds it in the lake. And I couldn't remember why, and then at the end,
how?
Right, how, I didn't remember. Before Snape dies, in one of his memories, right, he's showing, he gives a bunch of memories to Harry. Harry plays him. Snape's talking to Dumbledore. Dumbledore's like, you still care about this kid, right?
You find out Snape loves Harry Potter the whole time.
And it's because of his mom, and that's barely clear in this. It's so clear in the book.
Snape is such a creep. And so in love with Harry's mom.
Right. That his Patronus...
He protects the kid for, decades.
Right, decades.
And his Patronus is her Patronus.
Is her Patronus. And so when we saw the doe, that's when I was like, oh... And they also mentioned that, Snape has access to Bellatrix's vault at Gringotts, and she had the sword. So, they, drop it in the beginning, but I missed it. And then when you see that and the doe, and you're like, oh, my God, he was watching Harry. I totally forgot. And he was making sure that he, gets everything that he needs. That was
Snape's
really...
after all this time, always.
Which
is, the famous line that I know of.
You guys. It was that line. So there was, a time in my life where... getting bracelets with quotes was cool from your favorite literature, and that was something. And then the other one was from the Hunger Games, and it was something that PETA says, "Oh, real or not real?"
I volunteer.
It wasn't that. It was So they take PETA, right, and they mess him up with all the wasp venom, and he doesn't know what the difference between reality and his imagination when he freaks out, and so he asks Katniss, "Is this real or not real?" She'd say real. Ugh, you guys know, Gino.
I remember.
Okay, it was in the last book.
I only read the first book.
Because they, like, steal PETA when they all escape.
I'm really good about reading, like, the first parts of all these series.
Yeah, and then you
not.
just don't follow through.
Yeah, no.
That sounds right. Okay, so next question.
No.
This is more for me, and I've been saying it this whole time anyway. What do you wish they could have included in the movies that they didn't?
I don't know enough about the books to say what I wish they did. So I just wish they included something for Ron to do after the second movie.
I will let you know if Ron does more things.
Yeah.
I will keep you informed.
Well, I try to think if there's anything I don't remember from the books that's not. I don't know. I feel like the games were a bigger deal in
Quidditch?
No, like in the fourth movie.
Oh! I knew you were gonna say that actually.
Yeah, like I feel like the fourth movie, the Triwizard Tournament, is like a bigger thing.
I mean, it was still the entire movie.
Yeah.
But I would agree.
You answer then. I don't know.
Okay, most of my things are I want more information. The like least fun part of movies.
Yeah, boo.
I know, but that's what I want. I like want to be reminded of all the fun things that I read. Like the third book just has like you get to know James Potter as a kid because they like talk about it or whatever, and like you don't get to find out anything.
Yeah, these movies just kind of make James Potter look like a d-bag the whole time. Because every time they show James Potter, it's like him being mean to Snape, and it's like just being a d-bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, it's just what else? Yeah, I think that's about it. I just like want more info. I haven't read the books enough to like, or I don't remember the books well enough to be like, I want this.
I want this. I want that.
I want that.
Good question.
Good question.
You did a good job answering it, guys. Leave a comment or a like.
I don't know.
Or a review.
Or please don't review my questions. I'm not a
Review her
reviewer.
questions.
Please don't do that. What questions would you want to ask us?
Yes, there we go.
That's a good
good
one.
content.
Thank you.
All right, next question.
Now let's talk about the reunion.
Oh, so
review.
I guess like the reason why we started watching it again is because of the reunion. Should we just talk about how everyone looks? And like, because that's all that matters, right? These
my
are celebrities
God,
talking tech and trash. It's just how they look.
You can start there.
Okay. Emma Stone looks great.
No.
Really?
You said the wrong name.
Emma Stone. Well, I mean, Emma Stone does look great. Watson, though. Emma Watson looks great. I actually haven't seen Emma Stone in years. Who knows how
she looks the same.
I was really disappointed she didn't show up in Spider-Man. Emma Watson looks great.
Great.
Harry looks great.
It's ridiculous.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Hang on. It's ridiculous that Emma Watson looks the same.
I mean, she's only 30.
Right, which is kind of like me also.
One.
No, she's 90.
So I'm 31. She's 31. She's a couple months older
I thought
than
she
me.
was. Oh, right. Yeah.
And we're just as famous. We, head of the
right, but I think
number one tech and trash podcast.
Number one in tech and trash.
Number
podcasts.
one podcast that talks about technology and reality TV.
Yeah, I think so.
I assume.
Anybody else out there
could
to
be
compete?
true. Anyone else?
No.
So just as famous as Emma Watson.
But what I'm thinking, like we both have, like I have a baby face, right? Like
Emma Watson has a British face.
Has a British baby face, though. It's a baby face where like people do not think I am the age that I am, and she looks still like she's 18.
Yeah, she looks good.
Which is nice. Daniel Radcliffe looks great.
Daniel Radcliffe's good, although he needs to stop growing his facial hair out because it just does not grow.
I think it's fine.
As a person with the genetic luck to have a full beard,
no.
someone with a half-blood beard.
Ooh,
that's right. I'm using some Harry Potter beard racism. Someone who has it's like all weird and patchy. And
I didn't think so. I thought it looked fine.
Whatever. I mean, like, who am I to judge?
But also, so Daniel Radcliffe, so I haven't watched anything that he's been in recently.
No, neither have I.
He's on a show on TV.
There's a movie we have to watch of his where I think it's called Akimbo, where he for some reason wakes up. He lives in New York City. He wakes up with two pistols, surgically attached to his hands, and has to
This is the worst Edward
survive
Scissorhands.
the city where he has two guns attached to his hands. So obviously everyone runs away from him, and the cops, whatever.
Okay.
So we gotta watch that. There's you ever seen that meme where it's Daniel Radcliffe and he looks like he's on crack?
No.
And he's got two guns in his hands?
No.
It's from that movie.
Okay. I think the most recent thing that I listened to, he actually was on I listened to a Bachelor podcast, and he was a guest on it.
Daniel Radcliffe, come on our podcast.
Right? We can talk Bachelor.
You live in New York City, I assume. We're only like
he did
40
when he
minutes
was
out.
in Broadway, but now he's filming. I don't know where he is.
Come back to New York City. Come
You
up
love
to
it.
Dix Hills. We got the
Enjoy
fire. Oh, the
our
fire is almost dead.
fireplace.
We got to make a fire that lasts the whole podcast.
Well, I mean, it would, but our glass is closed.
It would.
We're ending it now.
It's fine. You have to do the thing for the office where you just look at the camera. You did it. Good job. All right, so Daniel Radcliffe looks great.
Great.
Ron looks like he's gotten beat with.
Ron looks like it. He looks
Ron,
like
they're
it.
like, at least we look better than the old versions of ourselves from the movie.
yeah.
It's like, not all of you.
No, but I still think so. I'm still attracted to him. I don't care. Rupert Grint, you can still call me.
whatever. Neville looks great. Yeah, right. I'll take Neville. You take. Yeah, Neville looks great.
You'll take Neville.
Wait,
I
what's
get
the
Neville.
okay? The funniest thing, and I'm not trying to make fun of British people. Although is Helena Bonham Carter British?
Yeah.
Okay. The funniest thing
Oh.
is that they were like, "Oh yeah, I still have my fake teeth from when I played the character."
Yeah.
And their fake teeth just look like their regular teeth.
Honestly, yeah.
It's like-
Helena Bonham Carter.
I
I'm
feel
so
like
sorry.
they just gave them the fake teeth so they feel better about their real teeth. Like, yeah, you need fake teeth to look bad, and like they gave her.
Here you go.
And
You've
it's
been
just
in
their
Azkaban.
teeth. Yeah.
I used the wrong eye to wink.
So I thought that was really funny. I think my favorite character in the reunion is Helena Bonham Carter. For such a weird actress, she was so awesome
She
sounding.
was so likable. It was ridiculous. So she laughs like very heartily,
Yeah.
and it's the same laugh she uses for
Yeah,
Bellatrix,
which is good.
But it's like a nice laugh, and she had such a good relationship with Harry. It was so
apparently,
cute.
Daniel Radcliffe, wrote her a note like,
Right.
only I was 10 years older.
And I do remember him. I feel like he did used to date older.
Good for him.
But yeah, she was wonderful. They talked to Hagrid, who was like
Still alive, looking very old,
I forgot his name.
a lot shorter.
Right. But like so sweet. I thought it was really great where they had like the kids talking. So like Dean and Neville and Draco are all talking to each other, and they're like grown boys.
Oh yeah, Draco is like they brought up like that. Emma Stone had like this huge crush. Whatever her name is.
Emma Watson.
Some version of Emma.
Which, just say Emma.
No, the one that wasn't in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Had a crush on
Draco.
the actor who played Draco.
Tom.
How is that possible? He just looks like a brat. Like, he just looked like a brat.
Because maybe she's into Brad.
She's into brats, I guess.
And it's so cute. From what I saw, they have adorable chemistry. They need to get married. I've decided.
Is Emma Stone married?
Emma Stone is a different person.
I'm asking about Emma Stone on purpose. Is she married to Andrew Garfield?
No, not that. Definitely not to Andrew Garfield.
Okay, so Emma Watson should marry...
Andrew Garfield is what you're saying.
Yeah, he's British too.
He is British too.
Yeah, when are they getting these characters in the MCU? Let me get some Daniel Radcliffe and some Emma Watson in the MCU.
I don't think there's any Harry Potter crossover.
Make them X-Men's. That would be good. I could see her being like a Jean Grey.
Me too.
You
That's
don't even
okay.
know. Okay, well, who's Jean Grey? You don't know
Jean Grey's the psychic.
She's the psychic. And then she becomes Phoenix and she becomes all crazy.
That was a Game of Thrones crossover. Because that was
right, because
what's her
yes,
face?
in the latest X-Men movies, it's played by
What's her face?
Who jumped off the bed.
Great.
It's played by the redhead from Game of Thrones. But Jean Grey, I don't know if they're going to start them off as teenagers or with Jean Grey's older. Jean Grey, yeah, Emma Stone. Damn it, Emma Watson.
Emma Watson.
Emma Stone should continue playing
Gwen
Stacy, but Spider-Gwen.
Great.
I want Spider-Gwen.
Back to Harry Potter. You're
Harry
confused.
Potter.
Yeah, so the
with
reunion.
Emma Watson.
So what I thought was one of the cool things about the reunion was they talked to the director. Sorry, that was a weird way to say it. The directors. Right. So they talked to literally all of them.
Four of them, I think.
Yeah. Or they don't. They talked to all of them.
Yeah. There's the Chris Columbus did the first two. Then there's a guy for the third one. I think there's
Alfonso's the third one.
Yeah, I think there's a different guy for the fourth
British
and the fifth one.
Yeah, the fun British guy, Mike, I think.
Yeah,
and then the
they showed. He said he was like wrestling with one of the twins and broke his ribs.
Broke his ribs, hilarious.
Why are you wrestling with your child actors? Whatever. And then there's the guy who did the sixth, seventh, and eighth movie.
Right. And honestly, those had to be dark, which what he was saying. Like, they were dark, they were real. Like, what was also funny was in the fourth one where they like start dating. The
fire came back.
Yay, it hurt us. The child actors were like, yeah, it was the same thing on set. Like, everybody's dating everybody else.
All, like, had crushes on each other.
So
I think my favorite story was from the third movie, where it was a new director, so I guess he wasn't as familiar with the characters. So he told the three kids, your assignment is to write like an essay, like a paper, in character. So, of course, like Hermione/Emma Watson writes like a 1,000,000-page paper. I'm sure Daniel Radcliffe wrote a paper that sucked. And Rupert just wrote nothing. He said, my character wouldn't write an essay. And it's like,
He's right.
Now that speaks to me, because I used to pull that stuff off in theater all the time.
Mr. Kenny, if you're listening.
So my two favorite stories are, we were doing the show, we were doing Odd Couple, and the director had specifically said that no one is allowed to eat the food. Like, no one's allowed to eat. Do not touch the food. Don't look at the food. And then during the scene, I was like, do you think it'd be funny if my character, like, in the middle of one of my lines, started eating so that I would mess up one of my lines? And he's like, yeah. Do that. Like, eat it. So I got to eat the food. And then the second one I did was, we were doing Sweet Charity. I was playing, like, the male lead. And there's, like, some stupid dance at some point where, like, the characters go to some cult. And they're all doing this ridiculous dance. And it was, like, a very complicated dance. I didn't want to learn it. And I'm like, wait a second. If my character just showed up here for the first time and is, like, generally incompetent, and, like, Charity is supposed to be the one who, like, is good at dancing and knows what she's doing, wouldn't it be good if, like, she's really good at the dance and, like, my character's really bad at the dance and doesn't know what he's doing? He's like, yeah.
That makes sense.
Do the dance, but, like, do it really bad. I'm like, you got it. So, like, what Rupert did to the director, like, speaks to me on so many levels, because he's right. His character probably wouldn't write the essay.
No.
Or would just screw it up.
Right, like, do a bad job.
Yeah, just like a terrible job.
And, like,
spelling mistakes.
Everywhere.
Ink spilled on the side.
Which is why, like, this movie worked so well, was because all of the kids matched their characters.
Yeah, well, what I didn't realize was the books were already pretty big in England. Because I don't really remember the books being huge until the movies came out. Obviously, I'd heard of the books before the movie came out.
I remember.
I saw them at my Scholastic.
What year did they come out?
I want to say, like, 97, 98.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, so the books were already huge in England and possibly here.
Well, that's
so
what
all the child actors were huge fans of the books and, like, wanted the specific characters with the exclusion of like Daniel Radcliffe, who, like, didn't care, I guess. Like, they had to convince Daniel Radcliffe. That was pretty creepy. Where they're like, yeah, the producer went over to Daniel Radcliffe's parents and convinced him to let him do it. I'm like, ugh, Hollywood. Like, such weird, like, so crazy. Yeah, like, come on. But so, like, Rupert was a fan of Ron.
Yeah. Hermione was like, I need to be this
Emma
part.
Watson was like, I'm going to be Hermione, and, like, that's it. So, like, that makes it interesting is that the kids already loved the characters before they were, like, cast.
Yeah. And for me, so just talking about, like, when the movies came out. So the Sorcerer's Stone came out in 2001.
When did the book come out?
The book came out 97. You were right. So 97, I was in second grade.
I was in first and second.
Right. So you're younger than me.
11 months and 2 weeks younger.
Okay. But who's counting? So I was too young. I did not get into them until middle school, because I distinctly remember, like, being at my, like, lunch table talking about the Harry Potter books. And I would, middle school is when, like, my best friend and I would go to her house in the Poconos. Literally one trip. It would take, like, I don't know, 3-4 hours to get there. We read the entire time.
How'd you read the book at the same time? Oh, you guys had your own books.
Yes.
That you were reading. In the car.
In the car. Did not get car sick.
Dorks.
Probably the easiest ride for her dad he's ever had to do with, like, two middle school children in the back.
I was the exact opposite. I had my Game Boy in the back. There was no light, so I would try to, like, see if my parents would let me turn on the car light.
Oh my God, my dad used to tell me that.
Which apparently is illegal. No way. And then my dad's car, he had, like, this old Buick that had individual reading lights for each seat. Mm-hmm. So I remember I would turn that on and go like this with my little Game Boy.
With your Game Boy, no. It was for
so
us.
Who's the bigger dork? The kid sitting in the back with his Game Boy playing Pokemon, or the adult? Sorry, the also kid.
Also kid.
Also kid. Because we're both adults and I still play Pokemon and you still read Harry Potter.
Yeah.
So, which is the bigger dork?
You tell us.
You tell us.
That's crazy. You're right that they were, like, super into it already.
Yeah, so that's what makes it interesting. Is, like, they came in already knowing, like, this is what the character needs to be, yada, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. So I think that's an interesting aspect of it.
True. That was a good insight.
Yeah. I am professional podcaster and insight haver.
Okay, insight haver. Anything else from the reunion you'd like to talk about? Oh, they did an in memoriam. That was like very sad.
In memoriam.
A lot of people died.
What's his face?
A lot of people.
Yeah, like I think what I'm sad about is that I didn't realize how much I loved Alan Rickman until the last 2 weeks, and now it sucks because I don't get.
You know
he's been
what?
dead for like 6 years now.
We can do an Alan Rickman.
I've never seen
Die Hard.
Die Hard. Yeah, I've never seen Die Hard.
Okay.
I've never seen Die Hard.
Here's what we're gonna do.
He's like a Russian guy, right?
Yeah. Don't say anything. You guys let us know what your favorite Alan Rickman movies are. We will do a Talking Tech and Trash, what we're watching together, just like Alan Rickman movies.
We have to rewatch all the Harry Potter movies.
We have to watch Love Actually.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, God. You mean Love Actually is the Avengers Infinity War before Avengers Infinity War.
I love it. So we're gonna watch.
It's like a bunch of characters on all different settings.
Yes, but it's such a good one. It's the best one.
I'd love to actually not watch that. If we
Too
could.
bad. So you guys let us know. One of these days we'll do like an Alan Rickman-thon. I did that once with I wish this is pointless now because I don't remember the actor that I watched.
Samuel L. Jackson. It would take you the rest of your life to watch
No,
all those movies.
I can't remember which actor it was, but there was an actor that I was like, oh man, I love everything they do, and I just went and I watched a bunch.
We
of
should do a Quentin Tarantino-a-thon because you've still never seen Kill Bill.
I haven't.
Those are good.
If you say so, I'm sure they are.
There's one. Is that all the questions?
Yeah.
We did mention Pokemon. I just want to say for all you Harry Potter Go fans, I forgot the name of the game already. I sent it to you.
I'm not gonna look it up.
Harry Potter Go, made by Niantic, which is the same company that made Pokemon Go. They're shutting the game down already, which officially means that Pokemon is better. Here we go. Harry Potter Wizards Unite, which was basically Harry Potter Go. Shut down, is being discontinued, which officially means, Toby, that Pokemon is better than Harry Potter.
I think the idea that they had is just not meant for Harry Potter. People don't want...
It's like meant for Pokemon.
It's meant for Pokemon. It's meant to go walk around. If they did a Fantastic Beasts one, if Fantastic Beasts was a big deal, then that would be
Just
the same
Pokemon.
thing. It would be Pokemon.
Okay, but I also want to mention again how much better Pokemon is than Harry Potter. So Pokemon is currently the highest grossing property of all time. $109 billion. Harry Potter, we scroll all the way down to like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th, 8th, 9th place with only 32.2 billion.
Whatever.
So that means Pokemon is 3 times better.
Again, apples and oranges.
Oranges and oranges.
Apples and oranges. Two different things.
Hello Kitty is 88.5.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Apples and oranges, you guys.
And Winnie the Pooh is 81 million. Why?
God, should we... Winnie the Pooh.
That makes no sense to
I
me.
love Winnie the
When did they haven't made Winnie the Pooh movies in like years?
It doesn't matter. It's so
Star
cute.
Wars, Mario, better than Harry Potter. Disney princesses, better than Harry Potter. Marvel Cinematic Universe, better than Harry Potter. 38 billion.
Great. Well, why are you saying this on our Harry Potter
Spider-Man?
one? No, you're still going?
A little bit worse than Harry Potter.
Okay.
31.5 billion.
Okay.
That's my reaction, guys. I only like things that are the highest grossing thing of all time.
Well, Harry Potter's so cool, so...
I will say, because I've been a Harry Potter hater my whole life. I understand why people like Harry Potter so much. That's what I can say. I get it. Watching these movies, I understand. Because I have only seen the first movie when I was like 11 on a bootleg video of a guy holding his camera in the middle of
Oh my God, that was my whole life.
yeah. So I now, as a Harry Potter hater my whole life, can definitively say I was wrong. And I get why people like Harry Potter so much.
Good.
Snape is awesome.
I can stay married to you now.
Yay! Now you have to play a Pokemon game.
I already
You have to play the new one. No, you got to play the new one.
All right.
Legends Arceus.
Okay.
That's what we're going to do for what we're watching together.
No.
Toby plays.
We're not going to do
Or
that.
what about that one with Let's Take Two, the game of the year?
No.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that's it.
Yep. So I don't have a closing for this one. But
Go watch Harry Potter?
yep. Oh wait. We are making a podcast version of this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I don't remember.
We don't usually say it for this one. Like us on... Well,
Yeah. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and
If
subscribe.
I didn't screw the video up like last time.
Right, then
who
you
knows?
have 2 videos. Right, so if you're watching this, like and subscribe, whatever that means. Leave a comment, listen to our stuff, please, like, help us out. We want to do things that, we want to engage with whoever is listening. I
Better
engage
lighting,
with him.
now that we have a good location.
Right. But the point is, I engage with him every day. Would love to engage with you
We've been
guys.
engaged for...
And married.
So,
talk to us there.
Engage with us. Let us,
Engage with us. Talk to your friends about it. Tell them, like, hey, listen to this. You can talk.
If they're into Harry Potter, send them the podcast.
Right. And if you're listening on podcasts, we can be found anywhere you listen to your podcast.
Yep.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Including Spotify. Take that, Neil Diamond.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Is it Neil Diamond?
It's Neil Diamond. Isn't it Neil Diamond?
I don't know. I thought
Whoever took their music off Spotify. We're still on Spotify.
we're still on Spotify. We're right under Joe Rogan.
Yes, Joe
Right
Rogan's
under
number
it.
one.
Right. Number
Again,
2, Talking Tech and Trash.
We are the number one, as far as I know, podcast that talks about both reality TV and technology and movies and stuff.
So if you made it this far in the show, we want to thank you so much for listening. Please rate the podcast, give us 5 stars, leave a review, let us know what you think, and
subscribe on our YouTube, like and subscribe, hit the bell.
Said it so many times.
That's what YouTubers say.
We did it.
Bye.
All right, bye.